Good afternoon, what a mild, bright and sunny day. It is Sunday, October the 29th. I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a box to continue unboxing. And what I have got in here is a copy of Barry Cryer, Same Time Tomorrow, by Bob Cryer, the life and laughs of a comedy legend. So, I don't know how long I've got left. I don't even buy green bananas anymore. When the legendary comedian Barry Cryer died in January 2022, there was a vast outpouring of grief, appreciation and anecdotes from the general public and fellow comics alike. Now his son Bob is doing what Barry's humanity did not allow, revealing the story of the man behind the jokes. This book is a note both to Barry's incredible life and to the lessons he's generously imparted on the art of comedy during his 60-year career. Stretching from the music halls of the 50s via working alongside everyone from Morecambe and Wise to Kenny Everett and David Frost, and into more recent times as a stalwart of Radio 4's long-running I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. This book is a hugely entertaining insight into the life of a true comedy legend. Bob also shares a range of exclusive material unique to the Cryer family, including family photos, memorabilia, oral recordings, interviews with friends and colleagues, among them Michael Palin and Eric Idle, as well as Bob's own personal reflections on living and working with a comedy icon. Laced with candour, warmth and filled with his trademark humour, Barry Cryer, Same Time Tomorrow, is not just a wonderfully witty and affectionate biography of a father by a son, but a heartwarming insight into a vanishing era of comedy. So, yes, Barry Cryer, that's actually Barry Cryer, it's a better picture of him, who, if you were a fan of Radio 4, and certainly if I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the Antidote panel game, you will recognise the name, you'll recognise the laugh, and you'll recognise his style of deprecating humour, of which I don't know how long I've got left. I don't even buy green bananas anymore. Is typical. So I've got a photograph of him there with a spoon on his nose, almost ridiculous. Author's note, this is Bob Cryer, his son. And a note from forward by Sandy Togsvig, comedian and presenter in her own right, who would have appeared alongside him on I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue as well. So typical Barry Cryer joke is like, two goldfish in a tank. One says to the other, "How do you drive this thing?" A man is weaving along the street at 2 o'clock in the morning holding a drink and a cigarette. He's stopped by the police. He say, "Excuse me, sir, what are you doing?" "What am I doing? I'm going to a lecture." "It's 2 o'clock in the morning, sir. Exactly what kind of lecture are you going to at this hour?" "It's a lecture on drinking and smoking." "And who is giving a lecture on smoking and drinking at 2 o'clock in the morning?" "My wife." So it's going to be prefaced by jokes like this on it, basically at the start of every chapter. Barry Cryer's sense of humour comes throughout. Got an introduction, so really taking a while to get started, and then it's sprinkled with his humour. Things like, I've been trying to think of the right word for 2 weeks, and then it hit me, it's fortnight. Or, if you've been a wonderful audience, if you enjoyed this half as much as I have, then I've enjoyed this twice as much as you. Or absolute Barry Cryer classic is, there's a man driving down a country lane and he runs over a cockerel. He goes to the farmhouse and knocks on the door. The farmer's wife answers and the man says, "I appear to have run over your cockerel. Is there anything I can do to replace him?" She says, "Well, please yourself. Hence around the back." So yeah. And we have an early picture of Barry Cryer there. And at school. His father, and so on. And all the jokes. I'm not going to read out everyone because that's you've got. All right, I will read this one. This is perhaps his best known joke. It's a joke he that I've never seen him perform. Oh, no, sorry, I've watched him perform online on YouTube and so on. But I've seen it performed by John Naismith, who's the producer of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, multiple times. So a woman sees this beautiful blue and gold parrot in the shop, and she says to the man, "Hey, he's gorgeous. How much?" He replies, £20. Really? He's beautiful. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, but he's got form. He's got a history. He was in a brothel. And to put it delicately, he's got quite a bit of a colourful vocabulary. Oh, I don't mind. I'll take him now if that's okay. So she takes the parrot back to the flat, takes the cover off, and the parrot looks around and says, "New place, very nice." And the woman's two daughters walk in, and the parrot says, "New place, new girls, very nice." And her husband walks in, and the parrot says, "Hello, Keith." So yeah, and then what else we've got? Basically, this is a basic list of the performers at the Windmill Theatre, which combined comedy with risque performances. So he had to sort of make a name for himself in between semi-nude dancers. So yeah, so what else we've got in here? So yeah, just lots of different photographs from his history in the media and so on. And there's essentially so on. Then you've got Ronnie Corbett. Just flipping through. And there he's on Joker's Wild, which is the series he presented during the 70s. And then the Hello Cheeky Gang, which was on ITV as well. I remember that from when I was a lad. And then we've got some shots from I'm Sorry I Have the Clue. So this is the memorial performance to Humphrey Lyttelton. And then there's a Zoom performance made during lockdown, which worked because there he is with Kenny Everett, who he wrote for, and then performing on stage, and then the man himself. And so on. So this is, as I say, if you are at all fans of comedy, certainly of radio comedy, I would say British comedy, radio comedy, then this is a book you really want to read, because you can see I've just reeled off the list of sort of like comedy stalwarts, so Eric Idle, Michael Palin, Morecambe and Wise, and so on, Frankie Howard as well. Although these are all people that he wrote for Danny LaRue as well over the years. So, this is the man who wrote a lot of their material. So, yeah, Barry Cryer, same time tomorrow. I'm thoroughly recommended. I'm looking forward to reading that after I've let my partner read it first. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing look. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And, of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you take the time to post those. And of course, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings of the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, typically, in this case, a biography, then please do click. All of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching. Be back again soon with another unboxing of the Nook. Bye for now.